The 1980s saw the rise of the modern-day slasher movie as we know it, as a slew of knife-wielding maniacs would come to the silver screen. It would also be a decade of horror movies shifting from slasher movie to creature feature, and it all starts with the original release of Prom Night. When an obsessed and stalker teacher escapes prison, he returns to his school on prom night to murder and torture his way to his obsessed target, as played by Jamie Lee Curtis. This would also mark the point of Curtis becoming one of the original scream queens in the genre of horror, as well as a strong female lead. The same year would see the true rise of Jack Nicholson with the release of The Shining. While not being a faithful adaptation of the Stephen King novel, it did manage to terrify an entire generation of movie patrons, and Nicholson's performance would become infamous. It was also one of the very few movies to give Places and Things character, as the Overlook Hotel was an actual character in the movie. The Shining would also have to share its spotlight with the release of the original Friday the 13th, through POV shots a vengeful mother stalks and kills a group of summer camp counselors at Camp Crystal Lake. The movie would later use the supposed dead boy Jason as its main staple for the franchise, and this zombie killer would become one of the most popular horror symbols ever. John Landis would then give us his horror and special effects epic with An American Werewolf in London. When a pair of American tourists travel through the moors of London, they find themselves attacked by a werewolf. One is dead and haunts the other one, who is cursed. It is now up to our hero to cure himself of his affliction and stop himself from killing his newfound love. The movie has been hailed and even generated Oscar praise. It would best be known for its use of practical effects during the werewolf transformation sequence. The movie would also inspire the works of Joe Dante with his film The Howling that would create its own series. Things would then take a ridiculous turn for amazing with the release of Evil Dead. Film genius Sam Raimi gives us the story of the Deadites, evil forces released from the Necronomicon that was found in a lone cabin in the woods by a group of friends spending the night. Things go to utter chaos when trees start raping women, people turn into undead violent creatures, and complete and utter madness ensues. It was ridiculous horror and gore never before seen, and would not even come close to being rivaled until Peter Jackson's Dead Alive film. Join us next time as we continue traveling down the road of horror.